is something that
she's mad that he chose her to survive and baby, right? She's mad that he chose the baby.
The baby, not her.
Oh. But don't you think it should be a conversation that should have happened ages ago?
Wow.
Wait.
That's not a mum.
Do you guys think it should be a
mum.
conversation?
How should they gonna have a conversation?
Guys. Question. Don't you think that these things should be a conversation before it even happens? Talk about the possibilities of maybe this can happen. That.
Nobody talks about that when they find out they're pregnant.
Ain't nobody having them conversations.
Sorry, guys. There's too much going on. I can't hear.
It's a morbid conversation to have. If you're like welcoming a life, you're not going to then.
Hi guys, it's your girl Sia from the BKCHAT family. I've been watching you guys every week and you guys have been going crazy. So I expect nothing less this week. This question is a bit of a madness, so let's just get straight into it. There was a situation where a woman had a complicated pregnancy. During birth, it got really dangerous and the doctor presented her husband with one of the toughest decisions of his life. He was asked to choose whether to save his wife or his unborn child. He chose to save the unborn. Here's where the plot twist comes in. The doctor ended up saving both of them. When the woman recovered and learned of her husband's decision, she got furious and asked for a divorce. She could not understand why the man chose to save the baby instead of her. Let us know your thoughts, get into it. Have a great episode.
Hold on. Can we get a round of applause for Sia?
Sia.
See what you're doing now, And secondly, next time, Andy, when she's doing the video, can she do it the way Lucas and Esther did it? Because they had a little introduction about BKCHAT to make us feel good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole platform for some of us.
Come on. You're saving me. We can just make another baby. Like, there's not another me. There's not a photocopy of me. You can't make me again. We can make another child.
She's just selfish. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to say is the reason she doesn't understand it is because the love that men have is unconditional. See, they've heard this thing.
Say that again?
The love that men have is an unconditional love, right? So as a father,
They have for what? For children or for their partner?
Well,
I want to know for who though, the love.
well,
That's unconditional.
primarily what a man is supposed to do, he's supposed to have that type of love where he's willing to die for his family, okay? Yeah. Essentially,
where they at?
I mean,
sorry, I'll let you land,
yeah,
but you're just
but
triggering.
No, but
where them niggas
why
at?
does everything I say trigger you?
Because where are them niggas at? You're talking about phantom men that don't exist.
Okay,
where are the men that have
when they are.
let me cook.
In a series.
Miss Avenger 1. No, yeah, please let him finish. I want to hear his point.
Cool. So essentially, in this scenario, if I was in a scenario where I was trapped in a car, and it was me or my child, okay, and the woman my wife had a chance to save one of us, and she picked me, yeah, I would probably divorce her after that.
Huh?
Because I just lost my child.
What about your wife?
No, because the whole idea is, when you're a parent, your child's life comes first. Do you understand? And it's that thing then, what is it to be a parent if you're not willing to sacrifice your life for your child?
You know that's not biblical.
I mean, yeah, personally.
It's not biblical. You know that? It's not biblical.
It's not about being biblical, it's about...
Once we marry, we are one in the eyes of the law and God.
Amen.
You have to put that person before even your children.
What?
No, listen, it's what? If I pull it up now, it's in the Bible. We are one.
But can I ask you a question?
When I say we are one,
as a mother,
we're supposed to come before even the children.
No, but I'm saying, as a mother, if you had the opportunity, to save your life, or save your child, this is what we're talking about. What would you pick?
Of course, I'm saving my child. It's not a conversation.
So
but we're not discussing that. It's not me or the child. It's me or the child. I'm ready to be with the Lord.
Okay, just find a point and then I'll pass it on. Going on from that, if your man had the opportunity to make that decision for you, what would you want him to pick? And here we are.
Ain't the same thing though. The kid ain't even born yet.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. But then this is
the kid ain't born yet. So you're given an option. Save the woman, save the you. You is still in there.
Okay, but that's still a human being.
That's
still a human being.
And who did the woman choose, sorry? Who did she choose?
The guy chose the kid.
The man chose the child. The man chose the child.
The man chose the kid. Kid is born, I understand the decision is difficult. The kid ain't born. Stop playing games, man. You can try again.
No, you can't dash with the life where God give.
Go on, Cookie.
Because she's already made. This woman, she's been
already
alive.
lived her life.
She's been
She's already
living.
lived her life.
She's probably got a house, family responsibilities.
She should die.
No, she's not to say that she's. No, I'm saying save her. I'm saying save her.
Over the child?
Yeah.
I bet your rest week is because, you can make another child.
Yeah. Because we're supposed to multiply. That's actually, as men, that's one of God's gifts that we got given, to be able to multiply, have children. Do you get it?
Okay, but what if the circumstance was, okay, scrap the whole situation. What if that was her only way that she could have a child? That was her only child.
If that's her only way of having a child, that's the only child she was going to have, that's more of a reason for her to just say goodbye to life, because she's just done what she wanted. Now the husband can stay and look after the child for her. She's already lived her life. She's already come into this world. She's done what she needed to do, and then we have to take the child. We have to take
You
the
make
child's
you
life.
make a fair point, but
Yeah.
you're not in that predicament. So if you have a partner stripped from you and you try raising a child by yourself as a single mum,
You could do it.
You could do it.
Yeah, you can do it. It's been done.
It's
been
not-
done
it's-
so many times.
it's
You
not
can
the
do it.
ideal
You're
at
gonna-
all. It's not the
It's not going to be the first person to be single. Exactly.
The good thing is everybody
You as
survives.
a man, let your wife die for an unborn child. You never loved your wife.
No, what?
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Let me just land. You're
Cookie
telling
said,
me
"Fuck the baby."
Your wife, you've married. You went on. You took your vows. You picked her out of every other woman, and you let her die.
Yeah,
For
it's
an
not let her
unborn child.
die.
It's not letting her die.
Because you had to pick. You had to pick her or the baby. You said
It's even killing her.
Yeah, fuck you.
Not even letting her die. You've even killed her.
And I understand. And I understand the severity.
You killed her still.
God
I ain't
forgive
gonna lie.
me, you can create more. And if it was the scenario where, as you said, that was her only kid, there's IVF, there's adoption.
But not a lot of
Yes.
people have money for that. Like, you know how expensive IVF is?
There's adoption. You get paid for that. No, they pay you. So there's other ways you can go around.
Can I ask you-
You can't tell me you love somebody and you married someone.
it's a-
If my man wanted to off me instead of our unborn baby and thinks we're going to continue this marriage, you're in for a shock. And if I stay in that marriage, I'm putting glass in your food day by day until you're the one that dies. Because clearly you want me dead. So before you kill me, I'll kill you.
Here's the thing, right? I don't have any kids. And for the people that have kids in the room, you
sure?
No, no kids. No kids. But for the people that do have kids, but I do have loved ones in my family. And one of the things I've always said, because I got 3 sisters and I speak about them all the time, but I've said this, I would ride 25 to life for each and every one of my family members. For my sisters, I got a brother, but he can do his time himself. But I mean, I would put my life for my sisters. At any given moment, I would put my life for my mother, right? Why would I do that? Furthermore, the saying is no parent should ever have to bury their children, right? You see that saying? Because no parent should ever have to bury their children.
So would you be mad at your brother-in-laws
What's
if
that?
they decided to save your nieces and nephews and your sisters died? Would you be mad at your brother-in-laws for making that decision?
As a man.
That's a good perspective. Yeah, would you be mad? Yeah.
You'll be mad.
Don't stutter now, motherfucker.
No, I'm thinking. Let me think.
Don't stutter now, motherfucker.
No, I want to hear what he has to say.
Let me think. No.
Would you be vexed?
Yes. Just be honest. Just be honest. You'd be mad, bro. I would be mad. You sacrificed my sister for this you. We don't even know you.
Okay.
What?
No, wait. No.
Sorry.
I would be vexed, but I would
The kid's
understand that. The one beautiful thing that we would know is that I would always have something of my sister, and that would be my niece. So, no, I want my sister. Sorry. Yeah, I want my sister. One of the things we hate, or one of the things that people talk about is when someone gets taken and they don't leave a child, they say, oh yeah, at least if we had a child before. Do you get me? It's still your blood, it's still, you know what I'm saying?
It's quite selfish though. I've always hated that rhetoric a little bit. Oh, if only he had a child to, keep his legacy, and this is like, but that's selfish though, because that child will now not have one less parent. So it's like,
Yeah,
But you got a chance
He has
though.
a
They
piece
got
of
a
him
chance.
still
Now
on
you got a
earth.
chance to live.
Yeah, the legacy can
it's
still
a
live on.
selfish desire. It's a selfish desire.
No, I don't think so. But think about the pain that she's going to feel when she has to live and know that she was about to give birth to a person to come into this world and that person died. She has to live with that pain. And she saw that person. It's different from having an abortion. You're seeing the physical child and you actually have to see them die. That's
Wait,
crazy.
is it when she's given birth? Like,
Yeah,
what
when
is
she
it?
was,
Is it when
yeah,
she's
she,
given
yeah,
birth?
she was giving
So
birth.
it's a
Yeah, so she
difficult
was-
pregnancy. I guess like through the birth, it's either like there was complications. It's either
Yeah.
the doctors
So she
put
can
onus on
literally
saving
see
the
the
mum
child.
and have a stillborn, or saving the baby and
Save the mum.
loses
Save
the
the mum.
child or passes away.
Is it bad to say? Hold on.
She was gonna
I got
respond.
questions.
She was gonna
Guys,
respond.
guys.
She was gonna
Is it bad to say I would want to be saved?
No, it's not.
No.
Because I said it quickly.
We
I wanna
can
be
lift you
saved.
again, lift up you tomorrow.
I would want to be saved.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's selfish.
Why is it selfish?
But why? He can remarry. He can get another girl.
No, but why is it selfish?
He can get another girl.
Wait, hold on. I'll tell you why it's selfish. Because when you become a mother or become a father, there's something that changes. Something's supposed to change. Your mindset's supposed to change. Okay. And I think what tends to happen nowadays is people. Today's parents and going to be grandparents, they're not going to be like the parents of old, okay? There's this me, I, oh, my happiness, me. But ultimately, when you decide to have a child and bring life into the world and accept the responsibility for that child, there's certain things that are supposed to change. And people think they're going to have the same. And no, and I'm sorry, at some point, there needs to be selflessness. And I think a lot of us would not be here if it were not for the selflessness of others. So when you're talking about your child, that is... For most people and men, the idea of being a man is you're supposed to procreate. The moment you do that, you have done your job.
So do you think she's right in wanting a divorce? Do you think she's...
No, that's wrong. We didn't even get to that yet. I was going to get to that.
So she has no right to feel away?
Forget that point right now. That makes absolute sense. But the child ain't here yet.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're doing, you know what we're doing? We're doing this thing in America about Roe versus Wade. When is a child not a child? You know what we're doing? Okay, so, and at this point, the child is at the point of birth, which is probably 8-9 months. It has life. So what are we doing now as men? Are we picking and choosing when a child is a child? How far are we talking about here? We're talking as far to the point...
Personally, I'd rather we slightly don't take it there.
No, but that's what we're doing because you keep saying it's not born, but I'm saying it's 9 months. So technically, we're talking about...
In school, yeah, we study...
Let me ask you first one question. Oh, sorry, my dad.
We studied religion and philosophy in school, yeah, and there was one quote, I always memorized this one. It was, we can't play the hand of God. So you now deciding that this child is even more important than the mum. There's nothing that, not everything is black and white. You get me?
But he has to make a choice.
He does have to make a choice, but not everything is
more important. He has to make a choice. One person has to one person has to walk through the door.
Can I just ask very quickly, fellas, in front of the ladies? Has any one of you had an abortion?
Why would you?
You ain't never told a girl, you ain't never got a girl pregnant and decided to say you should get rid of the baby. Yes or no?
Let me say something.
Hold on, ladies. Hold on. Give me my moment.
One, but why would you
Give me my moment. I need to ask that because the way you people are talking about...
But why would you ask
Hold
that?
on.
Yeah, we're not going to ask you guys
because
that.
the way you're talking about this, you're talking like you're picking the baby and not the woman. But I'm just trying to figure out if any one of you have agreed to an abortion before.
Can I answer? I'm going to answer.
Hello, motherfucker.
Okay.
See, wait. First of all.
Because you so bang on, save the kid. I want to make sure that none of you fuckers have encouraged or manipulated a girl to have an abortion.
You know, it is. Man would love to, in an ideal world, man would save the kid, but it's also, man have to save the woman, because without the woman, we wouldn't have the kid.
You can only save one
So
baby.
you gotta save one, my bruh.
We're saving the woman. Man can make more kids.
What are you?
Oh my gosh, it's easy for you to say because you're not the one pushing out the child.
Pretty miss, give me a second.
It's a very, very difficult position to be in because you have to decide between two lives that you care about. One life you've gotten to know and you really like and you really love, and the other life you've created with this person that you love. To be upset with somebody based off the decision that they felt was right at the time when they made it is very ridiculous to me.
First of all, you're a bad brother. You just threw all of us under the bus, so cut out for that.
Cut out?
Yeah. Second
That's
of
a
all,
good question.
Second of all, you got 3 Jamaican men on this panel. Do you know about pull-out game?
Listen to this.
I'm not gonna lie, they don't have the best pull-out game.
You see me?
Pull out or no pull
The
out?
king's strong round.
I just want to make sure when we get on social media, ain't nobody gonna have a hand saying, yeah, he made me do it.
It's a stab in the back.
Listen.
It's a stab in the back, me carrying that child for 9 months. You didn't have to carry that baby. I went through all the pain, all of that.
But you also
just for
opened
you-
your legs to
just for
get
you
to that
say,
position.
Yeah,
You
fuck
can't
her.
say that, man.
And
You don't know what you signed up for.
Hold
You know what you signed up
I
for.
went through all of that just for you to say, nah, like, let her go.
You know what I'm going to say? You know what I'm going to say to you? And this is actually...
I feel like, sorry, China, I feel like it's a form of love for him to choose the child over you, because it's like, I don't want you to feel that pain. I don't want you to have to live with the fact that you were giving birth to our child and that child died.
I think
And
it's
had the
unfair as
choice.
well, because
I
there's
had the
trauma
choice
that
to
comes
save
with
the
it.
life. So now you have to live with that. You could fall into depression.
Can he
So
die
it's me loving you, saying, I'm gonna choose our
Or
child.
the baby dying, there's still gonna be trauma. Regardless of who dies, there's trauma
Okay, but
there.
your trauma might be a little bit harder to deal with because you're an adult. It might be harder to
Regardless,
deal
there's
with.
trauma. So you're telling me the trauma is gonna be worse if the baby dies, a baby that you haven't met before, that you can still have more after. Fair enough, it's traumatic. But me that you married, we said we're gonna spend the rest of our life together, and you chose for me to die.
You've spent 9 months knowing this child. You spent 9 months with this child connected to your womb. For 9 months you're spending to know. You know this person. You know this person.
Do you know the baby's personality? Do you even know the baby's name yet?
Some women do. Some women do know. They carry a child for 9 months and they know that child before that child comes into the world.
It's sensitive. It's sensitive.
Yeah.
She's right.
I knew you before you was born.
Yeah. I feel like the trauma that you have to deal with after giving birth to the child and then knowing that the child died when you could have saved the child's life, you
could have saved the woman's life as well.
falling into depression and falling into whatever behaviors you're going to fall into.
Are you telling
That's
me you
even
went full
worse
into depression
because you're an
because you
adult. But the child, you can save the child. We've got the whole child's life. Yeah, exactly. We've got the whole child's life to raise that child to be a better human being.
Ashley, so everyone's speaking about childbirth and the complications that childbirth can bring, right? So I want to speak about that. So historically, one of the ways that women would lose life is during childbirth. It happened a lot, right? Through blood loss, okay, throughout history, right? So one of the reasons that women secured marriage was because that man is commitment. It was real commitment. When you have a baby, it changes your body and potentially could kill you, literally kill you, okay? So what we're talking about is what used to happen all the time. And what always used to happen was save the child. This mentality you're having, the reason I call it selfish, the reason I call it selfish because historically, women have always given their life for their children. It was something that they were like, save the child.
Wait,
hold on.
We're talking about more like historically.
No,
like,
wait,
in
wait,
terms
wait.
of like the royal family.
No,
if one of them had a child,
wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Even, okay.
But that's the same for everybody else. Why is that different from you?
Royalty is different.
Why is it different?
It's different.
Why is it different?
Let him say his point.
So all I'm trying to say is, when women put themselves through childbirth, it's one of the most dangerous things, traumatic things that you could put your body through.
Statistically for black women.
Okay, especially for black women, okay? So historically, childbirth, women have died throughout childbirth complications, and they've been left without a mother. The woman always said, save the child, because having children, especially during those times, it was a lot harder. Children didn't live as long. Obviously, we're at different times. So this mentality that people are having now, it's quite weird to me, because as a man, when you go out there, you're saying, I want to provide for my family, go outside. So this thing where, I don't know, I would really feel disheartened if my mother had that mindset, or if you was with a partner and I was sick and then there was a chance to, save the child or save me, and you saved me, I would be like, I've had my life, I've enjoyed, I've lived. This child is the generation.
I think it's different for females. For females,
you have to live with that memory. That child's never going to live with the memory of losing you or
I'll
dying.
never forgive that man, I'll never forgive that man.
Well, you want him to save you?
No, I want to save my child. I'll never forgive that man.
At the end of the day, I think it's pretty obvious that what's going to inform my language for this kind of topic is the fact that I'm a mother myself. So for me, all circumstances where it's life or death between me and my child, I'm always going to want whoever is graced with that kind of responsibility of making that decision to choose my child.
Let me add on to what China was saying. So like when you have a child and stuff, things change and whatnot. But I see it as this. Like here, like the selfish ones about trying to say, oh, is it selfish to choose myself?
Sorry, is that selfish?
Wait, no, I'm saying like, your point that you're making, you said, is it selfish? You're asking, but what I'm trying to say is, once you become a parent, you become a protector, Like, and one of your duties is to protect your child's life, right? So regardless of, yes, the baby's forming, whatever, not born yet, at the end of the day, you're still doing your job as a parent. Regardless, you're a parent at the end of the day, innit? Like, no matter if the baby's going to be born or whatever, at the end of the day, you're protecting your child's life. I see it as this. And also, with death comes blessing, innit? You not trying to be rude, but you die, Your child's a blessing. Do you understand? It's a blessing. It's a
Who
it's a
actually made
blessing.
this
At the end of the
rule?
day,
Like,
like,
who
wait,
made this rule?
Religion.
No, it's not religion. No, it's not religion. It's a known thing. It's a known thing. When I became a mother, I knew what it meant. I knew that, listen, if it ever came down to it, in which way it did, my life or my child's, the minute I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have this child, I was already subscribing to that. I was subscribing to that way of
Subscribing
thinking.
to saying potentially you might die and you're going to choose yourself instead of your
100%.
child.
Statistically, I said it earlier when China was speaking, like statistically, black women suffer more complications and deaths, especially in the UK, than any other race. So I already knew, bearing in mind, I didn't know that statistic till after. And I did have a very, very complicated birth that, like, I'm still traumatized to this day. And if I had died through that, and say for some reason, I don't know, I was told beforehand that, listen, it's you or the baby, wholeheartedly, I would have looked at my baby father and been like, listen, make the right choice. It wouldn't have been a conversation.
What is the right choice?
I think.
What's the right choice? Choose the
I
baby
know
or
I
say
said
no.
earlier that, biblically, that rah, but like, if we're speaking about my son, my Zion, you choose him.
I think to go.
But you're saying that based on the fact that your child is older.
No.
And you've experienced life with your child.
No.
You ain't.
From the moment they put him on my
your
shoulder.
arm. He's still in you.
Oh.
He ain't giving you birth
Same
yet.
here, me, a baby that I've told for, you should now kill the baby and I'll be
But
living.
hold on,
Save
you
the
ain't
baby,
given
Jerry.
birth yet. You ain't given birth yet. It's you or the baby.
No. You know what it is, yeah? Timing is everything in this life. You can't skip that.
The mum is gone. Now the baby only has a father. Do we know the
None of you that have had a termination.
The complications that come with not having a mum.
But then it's better than having one parent than no parent. That's
But
like,
it's better to have two.
yeah, no, but okay, but you know there's a lot of people that have no.
Ladies, can I just ask quickly? Has anyone here terminated a baby?
Why do you keep asking that?
Because if you have done that, then you can't turn around and say what you're saying. It don't make sense.
That's too personal, bro. I haven't even had
It's a personal goddamn
That's like me
topic.
asking you, okay, so every girl that you laid with, have you asked her to get an abortion or did you ask her to get one after
I've
two?
had
Have you?
experiences where I've experienced terminating a child. So when you're asking me a question about a child and a woman, if it's my wife, and I've done it before, I ain't sitting there saying, oh, I'm traumatized, I'm this, I'm that. If you've terminated a baby before, don't act like you wouldn't do it.
Why would you say that? I mean, that's just something that you don't say to women. Like, yes, you can say it on a normal day, but we're in a room full of women with a lot of energies. That's just something that you don't say. Whether a woman chooses to have an abortion or not, it's none of your business, respectfully.
If you've had an abortion before, then terminating a child is not something that you haven't done before. If you haven't done it before, I can understand why you sacrifice yourself. So, for those of you that have done it before, you better sit back down, what you mean? Sit back down, what you mean?
We're talking about a baby. You're looking at the child. You're in the birth room. Yeah, it's different. Exactly. You're looking at the lady give birth.
The baby is not born yet. The doctors told you the
Her
choice.
legs are wide open and the baby is coming out. They're telling you. You're seeing the life. It's different from telling somebody over the phone that you had sex
Hello,
2 weeks
what was
ago.
the question?
Give abortion.
What was the question?
She was giving birth.
What was the question?
She was giving birth.
What was the question?
She was giving birth.
What was the question?
The question is she
Now,
was
what was
giving
the question?
birth.
What was the question?
She
What was the
was giving
question?
birth. The question was
She was giving birth. She was giving birth. I heard you. What was the question?
She was giving birth.
She was giving birth. What was the question?
I'm telling you.
It wasn't the question, was it?
I'm telling you though. I'm telling you.
How can you say that was the question when we just watched it?
She was giving birth.
She was not giving birth.
I haven't finished.
She didn't say it was giving
That's
birth.
what I heard.
Okay, so can you see what I say? Can you see what I say? In life, yeah? Cameras, listen very carefully. In life, yeah,
That's
when
what
you're
I
discussing
heard.
with women,
That's what I heard.
when women choose to hear what they want to hear, they run with what they want to hear. When the actual question is the question, answer the damn question. The damn question.
Are we allowed
Hold
to
on,
play the question again?
we cannot argue when somebody hears what they want to hear.
Play
If
the
they hear what they want
question
to hear,
again.
you
Play
can't
the
say
question.
nothing.
Play the
So
question
you win.
again. Play the question again. Thank you.
Child wasn't born yet.
Thank you.
The child wasn't born yet.
Thank you.
So if the child's not born yet, the baby's coming out.
It said she was giving birth. She was giving birth. That's what I'm saying. She hasn't birthed the child, but she was giving birth to the baby. And there was a complication.
Pick the baby or pick her. The baby's not here yet. I beg you run that question again.
There was a situation where a woman had a complicated pregnancy. During birth, it got really dangerous and the doctor presented her husband with one of the toughest decisions of his life. He was asked to choose whether to save his wife or his unborn child. He chose to save the unborn. Here's where the plot twist comes in. The doctor ended up saving both of them. When the woman recovered and learned of her husband's decision, she got furious and asked for a divorce. She could not understand why the man chose to save the baby instead of her.
Oh, so she's in
They're both
They're
right.
both right. They're both right.
If a child is unborn, it is not here yet. I knew it. I knew it. Hello, motherfucker. I knew it. What the hell? The child is unborn. It is born. It is born. It is born. It is unborn. I knew it. I'm not going crazy here. Bye, Ash.
You believe in abortion? You believe in abortion?
I don't believe in it. To what point? But what I'm gonna say from my own personal experience.
But you asked a girl to have an abortion, though.
I just said I don't believe in it, but from my own personal experiences, I can acknowledge that maybe I was wrong for that. But
He's trying to save himself. He's trying to save himself.
I don't mind my own. Unlike some of you, I don't mind being open.
If you came into
It's not personal. It's not disrespectful. But what I'm
Last time I checked in the hospital, I'm pretty sure you can have, you can only have abortions up to 24 weeks. But I think you can get, I think you can get it after if the woman's life is at risk.
To my knowledge, you are right. But at the same time, there's people that's gone past the threshold and still had an abortion.
Yeah,
termination. My whole point was very simple. If we're looking at a wife and a husband, and the child is unborn, if you have personally terminated from before, then I'm struggling to see how offensive you're taking this. But if you haven't, and it's never been in your thing, then I can understand why you would turn around and say, save the child and don't save me. Okay. But if you've done it before, I'm struggling to understand why you think you're so powerful now. What the hell are you on?
Yeah, but why are you so hell-bent that somebody here has done it? What's your
Because
problem?
the question
What's
is,
your problem?
To me personally, you save your wife. If the child is unborn and you haven't had a child, and the doctor's giving you an option of wife or child, and you know in your heart of hearts you've done something like that before, and you've managed it, you might not want to. It's a tough
Why do
decision.
you think unborn means like
Because
not
the child is
living?
not
Like I
born
don't
yet, bro.
understand.
Like,
Like,
unborn is
you're seeing it as
unborn, man.
synonymous.
What are you
Unborn
talking
means
about?
not living.
Born is born, unborn is unborn. I didn't pass English in school, but unborn means unborn, born means born.
You know the problem here is is the word of born and unborn. So and birth, right? So we're treating it as the child is at 9 months, okay, ready to be born. So it's unborn.
No, but he's alive, moving, eating, pooing.
Man's all seen the scans and that. You get me?
He looks like your granddad in the scan. He's already doing like.
Still
No, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me land, bro. Guys. So she's 9 months, okay? 9 months. Anyone that's seen 9 months, that's the point of having birth, okay? Okay. So the child is unborn, but it's not the equivalent of having an abortion, which people argue about when is a child. We're not getting into that. What we do know at 9 months, that baby is inside there. If you cut it out right now, okay. So at this stage, what we're saying is, what would you want as a woman? Your child is fully fledged stage, ready to be born. You've carried it for 9 months, okay? And a scenario where potentially, if the child is born, your life won't be there. What would you want? And then as a man, what would you decide if your woman was at the point of where the child was at 9 months? It can cut it open, it's going to be there. What would you decide? And it really just comes down to, what we say, bro?
Who would you miss more?
Your personal beliefs. I feel like it comes down to your personal beliefs.
I think there's a level of selfishness when you want to put yourself first. Yeah. Because me, I have to live after this. I have to wake up tomorrow and the day after.
But Jay, you know what it is, yeah? For me personally, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah, I don't like being a hypocrite. That's just that. I'm not saying that. Listen, I just said I don't like being a hypocrite. If I've experienced something before, and I've dealt with it in a certain kind of way before, and I have a wife, let me not lie to you. We can try again.
Why does he keep bringing up abortions? For someone that's so open about this, you would think the man himself has had his own abortion, because it just doesn't make sense. It's just not your concern.
But the thing is, you're experiencing it in a different circumstance.
Say that again.
He said, kill the baby because we can do it again.
If you told me, babe, just let me go and have the child, I'll say
But
fine.
Gabriel, it's not the same. It's not the same.
If you're telling me the child is unborn, and I can potentially save you, and I can have a child with you again.
And I'll never look at you the same. I'll never look at you again. The next day, me and you in the bed.
No, I would want to be saved though. I'm not even gonna lie.
So you guys have been talking. You guys don't let me speak.
Sorry, Jay. Sorry.
I think man or woman, regardless, like from when a girl's got pregnant and you both have sat down and decided, okay, cool, I want to keep this child. Mm-hmm. Any sort of selfishness needs to get out the window because your child comes first, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So in the sense of, okay, cool, in the next few months, 9 months time now, if, again, that was her only opportunity of having a child, you're going to keep that child, bro, because you don't know what tomorrow is. Let's say for you men, as much as you men are fertile, you guys can lose your shit tomorrow.
No, that's not right, G.
I was nodding and then I was
That could have been your only opportunity of having that child, and that's why people say golden child.
Based on what you just said, that
But
makes
wait, the man
absolute
can get a
sense.
new girl, you know. Why are we not talking about that aspect? I know I'm for save the child, but say he don't save the child.
Yeah, thank you.
Based on what you've how you've said it, that makes sense.
Jade, about the divorce though, carry on about the divorce. Was she right in seeking a
No,
divorce?
she wasn't right, because if I've acknowledged that I'm pregnant and I'm having this child for 9 months, the child has now been saved and I want a divorce. That's crazy, because I already knew what was going to happen prior to me giving birth.
I love you, but there's no way a man loves me and will
But I want my
my
husband to love my child, because that's me.
Thank you.
No, I understand that, but I can have another me.
But you don't know that though.
No. Babies are not commodities. Come on, no, that hurt my feelings. What do you mean you can have another you? Babies are not Chanel bag now that I buy another one. Like, no.
If the fetus, the embryo, the full-grown, full-term baby inside the womb is eating, pooing, waking up, going to bed, all in vitro, that baby is alive and deserves to have a life.
Ladies, the only word I can describe to, like, I don't know why, to me it just sounds dark when you say it like that. But in a sense, I do slightly agree, because it's like, man's your wife, man's been with you this whole time, man's loved you, man's been affectionate, I probably bought a house together, we got mortgage on papers together, all these different type of things. To lose you,
I can get a new man. Sorry.
And
that's
And
dark.
that's why I said he does not love you.
I'ma save the baby. I'ma save the baby.
Guys, what is he saying?
I think when it comes down to marriage now, it's unfair for you to divorce, because you're now both experiencing a traumatic experience. So for you to peel away and move like it's my fault, that's gonna scar me more off. Do you get it? And it's experience that we both sign up for. So I think the divorce thing is unfair still.
I want to do happy families. I want us to have children. I want to be in there. I want to be there. If the only reason why I say I want to be saved is because I want to be able to be a part of, the memories, seeing my child walk.
The child's dead.
But
He saved you.
my point is, hey, I have faith. Please, we'll have another one.
Yeah, but then that means you weren't ready to be a mum then, because from when you're pregnant, you should know that tomorrow is not promised.
Oh, that's cute. Well, I still want to be saved.
No, you'll be that spiritual. Man. Don't worry.
Spiritual now, thank you.
I can appreciate and understand why you'd want to divorce me.
I think that's wrong.
I think personally, as a man,
For saving you. Like,
as a man,
saved you.
sometimes we make decisions that you don't always agree with, and sometimes we make decisions that you can't live with. And you know what? Respectfully, I can understand why you need to be away from me, because I've made a tough decision. This is it's either one or the other, and I chose you. That might have been a mistake on my part, but guess what? As a man, this is why you have experiences.
She's mad that she's mad.
Do you think like it's something that we should
She's
speak
mad
about
that
before?
he chose her to survive and kill the baby, right?
She's mad that he chose the baby.
The baby, not her.
But don't you think it should be a conversation that should have happened ages ago?
Wow.
Wait.
That's not a
Don't
mum.
you guys think it
That's
should be
not
a
a mum.
conversation?
How should they gonna have a conversation?
Guys. Question. Don't you think that these things should be a conversation before it even happens? Talk about the possibilities of maybe this can happen. That.
Nobody talks about that when they find out they're pregnant.
Ain't nobody having them conversations.
Sorry, guys. There's too much going on. I can't hear.
I said it's a morbid conversation to have. If you're like welcoming a life, you're not gonna then.
Yeah, we're going to talk about, nobody talks about this.
I had that conversation. Like Gabs, when you were having a baby, when you were having a baby, did you tell your baby mum, like, okay, in the event that obviously...
No.
I don't know if we had them kind of conversations.
I don't know. I feel like I would have.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not a conversation you have when you're welcoming a life. You don't have that conversation. You're out here picking new clothes and cots and buggies and shit. You don't talk about death.
No, because you let us
I wanted
say
to reply
something
to your
different
point. I wanted to reply to
Do you know what my point is?
No, I wanted to reply to what you said first.
Yeah, what did I say?
Because you were saying about you made me. Go on, say your point.
Go on, say your own point.
No, I'm saying like, won't you have them type of conversations with your husband? Like, listen, this is the possibility. I could die. What will happen? Like, do you not prep? So that she's not
Prep
angry
for death. What?
Listen, majority of guys ain't asking those conversations.
Yeah. Okay, well, the person I'm with is going to have that
On the table, provided that you are conscious, like, you know what I'm saying, you're awake, the question might be asked, baby girl, like, is it you or the kid? What do you want me
Even
to
if
do?
you're woke.
Yeah, that's what I would want.
You know what I'm saying? You might be ask it there, but generally speaking, anybody asking, in the case that somebody will get pregnant, like, what are we going to decide?
Your morals with
You know the first thing you're going to say? You're going to say, God forbid that happens, God forbid. You know what it is, yeah? God forbid. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I think it's an opportunity on BKCHAT, innit, yeah? Like, people should go into relationships, let's have certain conversations. Now, you guys are going to say people don't have these conversations, but I believe when you get into a marriage, yeah, I'm not talking about boyfriend and girlfriend thing where you end up having, when you get into a marriage, there's certain things that you say and certain things. And as a man, why do we take life insurance as a man? It's because if something happens to me, my family is going to protect it. So as a man, like statistically speaking, men die before our women, right? Statistically speaking. And as a man, if you're going to work on your feet, most men are going to work on their feet and they're going to die. And literally like that. And then your insurance is going to pay for your missus. Now, insurance is a morbid thing. Who wants to think about death? But you think about, ooh, out of my death, there's life. My kids don't have to worry. All the bills are paid. Now, some men die and then, you know, their family are doing a GoFundMe, okay? And that's because that man didn't take provisions, okay? Versus another man who passed away and the house is paid off, the kids' tuition, and everything is fine because he took provisions. So it's not morbid to think about that. Even when you get a mortgage, you need to have, you know, life insurance.
But it's still morbid though.
It is morbid, bro. I'm saying you're welcoming in a new life. Of course, it's a morbid conversation.
Provisions or no provisions. Do a GoFundMe for me.
Wait, hold on a second. So
every little helps.
No, so I'm saying, going into a relationship and thinking about the future, these are serious conversations that you have. And if you don't have these conversations, then maybe you should go to your partner and say, listen, if something happened to me, this is what I want. I don't want you to be confused and thinking, oh, you know what, no, don't save me, save the child. And if you want yourself to be saved, you better say to your partner, oh, if there's ever a case, because
what if your partner's like, nah, I'm not doing that? And then like, it's too late. He's the person that's going to make that decision.
I think your points are valid, yeah? But when you're talking about what you're talking about, we're talking about like, it's easy to say, nah, I'm prepared to die for you.
9 months.
See when you're in it. See when you're in it, in that moment, where the decision is there, my life or your life. I don't think you're gonna just confidently say my life. This ain't no movie. Like this is real life. This is a big decision you're making there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when you're faced with it.
That's why not everyone should have kids.
Yeah, literally.
Like for me, example, I don't think I'm selfless enough to have a baby, if I'm being honest. I think I'm a very selfish person.
Yeah, I kind of gather that from
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I don't want kids, if I'm being honest.
Oh, but that's real.
I just think not everybody don't have kids for the sake of having kids. If you don't have the heart to save your kid, or you don't have a heart to kill for your kid or die for your kid, you shouldn't be in the position where you should be having kids.
Can I ask you a question? If your mum had the same position before you came into this world, you wouldn't be here.
Okay, I didn't ask her to be here.
Usually we didn't ask to be here.
I want to know your position. I want to understand your position. Why do you think that?
I'm a very selfish person. I've just said, in that instance.
But what's made you become so selfish?
Hold on. Can we just define what selfish means to you? We know what selfish means.
She don't give a fuck about anyone else. She thinks about herself.
No, not in that aspect. But I mean, in that case, I wouldn't think twice.
It basically means she's her only priority. She's her only priority. Yeah, that's what she means. Are you really ready to be a mother? Because you just need to understand that once you have that child, it's them first, nothing else.
Give a scenario where you'd be selfish with a child.
With what you just said.
No, you should have been the last episode.
I just honestly don't feel like I am, and I don't mean to get deep, I honestly don't think like I'm in the right mind frame to have a baby. I honestly feel if I do, I would need to get a lot of therapy to sort myself out. Which is
That's self-aware.
No, I know. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's why you guys might think, oh, this girl's selfish or she hates kids. But it's the thing where not everyone is meant to have kids. And if I did want kids eventually, I'd have to make sure I have a lot of therapy because that's what creates emotionally fucked kids. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
I feel like, it's coming from like from a very intentional place. Yeah,
following that.
I can understand that now. I understand that.
I'm choosing to share this, by the way, guys. So, let's say 2 years ago, got unexpectedly pregnant. Didn't know.
Are you saying this is for real right now?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
She's choosing to share something with us.
Yeah. And I've always...
Please, for the viewers, let's not look at it as disrespectful. Someone being personal. We're allowed to be personal sometimes, yeah?
We're humans.
We're humans. It's a show. Baby girl, take it away.
So I got pregnant unexpectedly, yeah? And I've always wanted to be a mom. I wasn't ready, but I've always said, like, obviously something happened. I'm not going to go into it, and obviously lost it. Now, I've always said I want to be a part of like my child's life. So I don't want to sound selfish saying save me, but I had to at one point pick music or, and even though like my thoughts were like, oh, should I abort? Should I not? Even though I'm against it. Unfortunately, I didn't abort, but something happened and I lost it. So my thing is, I don't want anyone to look at me like, oh, just because I'm saying save me is because I'm being selfish. It's just that I just see myself being a part of my child's life. And I think that's fair to say. I don't think that's selfish. I've had so many opportunities where I could have been further, and just due to bad mental health, I've made stupid decisions. But I had to think about myself, and it was very hard because I didn't have anyone around me at the time. I felt like I needed to focus more on my music career. That's a priority. And then when it's time, God will bless me the right way because I did it the wrong way.
Can I ask though, ladies, would you call that selfish?
Yeah.
I'm struggling with this term selfish. I don't personally look at that as selfish.
No, that's not selfish.
Would you call that Would you call that being selfish?
That women have been trained to think. I feel like women have been trained to always think about family and having children and yada yada yada. So when people like her come across people like her and her, we're sort of stunned because it's like, well, how can you be a female and want to choose your career first? Yeah, and choose to not have a child because your job and your role in life is supposed to be.
Maybe it's the wrong word.
Yeah.
They're not choosing career, they're choosing the death of a child. There's a difference.
So if it was no, but based on what was.
Well, yeah, based on the conversations that we've just had just now.
But I don't shun any one of these two ladies. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, she just said some truth, and a lot of people wouldn't even do that. And she just opened up a little bit. But I'm just saying personally, as someone who hasn't had a child, if I'm flipping it around, I'm taking it away from the mother. I'm saying if there was a scenario where you had to pick my life, yeah, or do not pick my life, because if you do, I will divorce you afterwards. See how she divorced him for choosing a child?
So you'd be mad?
Why am I here? Like my first child and you kept me. No.
But you know it's your experiences and your sort of mindset that's informing your language in terms of your opinion of this.
Yeah, that's what I was
Certain
thinking.
people will
So
feel like...
would it be different if it wasn't your first child then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because you're making it...
Because you keep saying first child. So let's say if it was your third or your fourth, what then?
Yeah, let that little guy die. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I just think, I think definitely for the first child because it's like, yeah, no.
Why does it matter which child it is?
That's true as well, yeah. A child is a child.
Culturally, it matters. Culturally, it matters.
Yeah, culturally it matters.
But we're not talking about culture, we're talking about real life.
Decisions that we make is based on culture, society, and a number of other
You're
factors.
basically saying the life of the first child matters more than the rest of them.
Culturally speaking, for some cultures it does. It does. Unfortunately, I'm not saying I have to agree with it or you have to agree with it.
All I want to know is where do we stand with this? Yeah, me personally, I'm gonna put my hand up and just say personally, if there was ever a scenario where my life was in jeopardy or my wife was in jeopardy, I would want on both times for you to pick me, and I would pick her.
And you're Hondo divorcing if we pick you.
Yes, Hondo.
What about you?
That's why these conversations are important.
I think it's a bit very much of a sensitive, traumatic experience. I wouldn't necessarily be quicker, like how you was to say I would divorce her, because it's like I might actually want her as comfort around that time. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. I'm not in that situation. Do you get it? Like to divorce her, like.
Sorry, I just think it's because of not having a child, isn't it? That I'm just.
Which one are you picking? Which one are you
Yeah,
picking?
go on. What are you
picking?
Alright, ask me the question one more time. Let me see what I got.
China, hit it.
No, between the scenario that we're given, if your life was at risk or your missus' life was at risk, what would you want the decision to be? Between the child.
As a man, I'm obliged to put myself first. If there's a bullet there, you have to stand in front of the bullet and take
love
the
that.
You
But
talk about woman.
if we're talking about the woman and the daughter, the child, you gotta save the missus, man.
Oh,
Okay, save the missus.
A hot divorce coming your way.
Come on, Gabs.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Mrs. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you not know what CMOS is? We can.
Oh, yeah.
You take that, the stallion rises up. You feel me? Boom.
Oh, really?
I'm going with the Mrs. only because it's my wife. There's
Your son is gonna watch this.
Yeah, he's gonna watch this, and to be honest with you, I have a different philosophy on parenting compared to other people. I will sacrifice myself for my child. Yeah, that's fine. But I don't believe kids are more important than parents. That's just my personal view. I believe that without parents, you don't have children. So parents are required to raise children. Otherwise, the state raise your child. However you want to look at it. So we need parents.
Yes.
We raise children, and eventually they go and they do what they're going to go and do. But we raise them to the best of our ability. Their lives don't become our lives. They're a major part of our lives, but it's not completely our lives, which is that we are just parents. we do what we need to do as parents. But we have a life
So
away
you
from
kill the
parents.
baby is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be he's saying he went off the child.
As far as I'm concerned, I'll save my wife and we can have another child. We can try again. But if you divorce me for that, I can respect that as well, because again, either or, the decision is tough.
Yeah, so you're good either way.
Personally, I'm saving my wife. I'm not saving the child. I could procreate. My sperm's active. It could work. So we can make more children. That's it.
Paps, what are you saying?
Yes, it's a dark response, but I can't lie. She's gotta die.
Thank you.
I can't even lie. Like, you know, naturally, what I'm gonna say, not no mad thing, but naturally she's gotta die. That's my you, innit? I don't even care still. So that's that. No long talk, innit? Next, innit? Dead. She have her dead.
Save me. Choose me. Pick me. Sorry.
Jade.
Unfortunately, I'm saving my baby. Sorry.
Saving my baby.
T?
Saving my baby.
I'm saving my baby. Mommy loves you.
And last but not least, Abigail.
I'm gonna have to disagree, girl. Sorry. But, yeah, save me.
If your wife in that situation is awake, I don't think as a man that's your decision to make. I think personally, you're due to ask her.
Do you want to die or?
Are supposed to find within yourself to be at peace with whatever decision she's made, because the reality is that it's about the child and the mum.